Hey, what's up, guys? Andrew Sales here, head hustler, crypto hustlers. Welcome to the Crypto Hustlers channel. If this is your first time here, make sure you like this video and subscribe to this video so you can get all the updates. But also make sure you hang out to the end of this video because A, I'm going to be giving away an NFT very soon that's valued at 2 Solana. And B, I'm going to tell you exactly where to go to get all the information you're going to want to know about crypto pretty much every single day. So anyways, let's jump into it. In this video, we're going to discuss how high can Bitcoin go. A lot of people ask me, Andrew, how high do you think Bitcoin can go? And I tell them $1 trillion. And a lot of you guys are probably out there right now like, Andrew, you're out your goddamn mind. But no, I'm not. Here's why. Now, I'm not saying Bitcoin is going to go to $1 trillion overnight or this year, next year. Probably not in the next 5 years, but in the next 10, 15, 20 years, it's very realistic. Now, to understand why it's realistic, you have to understand what Bitcoin truly is. And Bitcoin is a store of value, similar to gold. Gold has been a store of value for millennia at this point in time. Here's the thing about gold, though. It's not realistic that you're going to take a gold bar to Subway and pay for your sandwich in it. They're going to tell you to come back with some cash. It's just the way the world works because cash is easier for that specific transaction or any type of transaction. So the same thing with crypto. People will say, well, this coin's faster or has better fees than Bitcoin. So I don't care. That's not what Bitcoin's for. Bitcoin is a store of value. It's like digital gold. Now, to understand what a store of value is, you have to start looking at stores of value like a wealthy person because they're going to be very influential on the price of Bitcoin. Now, when a wealthy person gets their money, they know they can't keep it in their savings account as cash. And here's why. Wealthy people have known for the past 60 years that the US dollar or fiat currency in general has been trending towards zero. And especially as of late, I believe at the time of this video, the inflation rate states that your money's losing 1% of its spending power every month, which is insane. But wealthy people have known this for a long time. So they find stores of value to put their money in. Things like gold. But you can only have so much gold. So the other really three big ones are A, real estate. Real estate's a $326 trillion market worldwide. Another really big one is in artwork, like these paintings I got behind me. That's not a crazy $1 million painting or anything. But then the third one is, wine. People actually put their money in wine as a store of value because the right wines will outperform the inflation rate. And that's the reason you see wealthy people sink their money into these things instead of, leave it in a bank account. Well, here's the problem with real estate. Even though it's still a great investment, you have to have tenants, and if you're wealthy, you're probably not dealing with tenants in the property, so you have to hire a management company, and if you don't have tenants, you're not making any money on it, and then you have to keep the upkeep up to date, so that's going to cost you money here and there, and you're having to sink some money into this property just to make sure it's a viable store of wealth for long term. Same thing with art. When people buy those $1 million paintings, not that one, when people buy $1 million paintings like that, and I think that painting is pretty cool, but they don't buy the paintings because they think it's cool. They had an art expert or guru tell them that that painting was gonna outperform the inflation rate, and that's why they put their money into it. But the problem with that is paintings can be damaged. You have to maintain them. You could risk losing value. And then same thing with wine. You have to store it. It takes a lot of space to store wine. Bottles can be damaged, and you're still going to lose value. So not this bull run, but as the bull runs continue on and wealthy people get more confident in it, which they likely will soon because countries like El Salvador are buying every dips at 100 Bitcoin a piece, you're going to start seeing money, cash from these markets start flowing in the Bitcoin market. So for example, I told you before, the global real estate market is $326 trillion. The current Bitcoin market is only about $1 trillion. So with over the next 20 years, we see, realistically let's say the next 5 years, we see a third of that real estate market, so $100 trillion flow into Bitcoin. That 100x is Bitcoin. At the time of this video, Bitcoin's right around $50,000. So 100x from there is $5 million. So it's very realistic that we see the $5 million mark. And then from there, We're also going to see the money from the art market is going to slowly start depreciating and dropping because wealthy people are going to realize, wow, Bitcoin, now that countries are buying it and buying the dips and bringing stability to the floor, they're going to start sinking that money that was art into it. Same thing with wine. You're going to start seeing that get sunk into it, and it's going to create a floor of stability, which is going to drive it up all the way to 5 million. And when you see it like that, 5 million isn't even that far away. Now, you guys are probably like, well, Andrew said it was going to get to $1 trillion. We're going to get there, baby. Now, one thing I've said for a while is if Bitcoin ever touches 1 million, and I've said this all the way back in like 2016, it's going to crash the U.S. economy because it's going to expose how weak the U.S. dollar truly is. And when that happens, you're going to start seeing more and more countries having a Bitcoin-backed currency the same way that U.S. dollars and other currencies used to be backed by gold, and that's going to be the strongest currencies in the world. But the people that trade oil, the countries that trade oil, they're not going to want those currencies. They're going to want Bitcoin for their oil. And with as big as the global oil market is, when that happens, you have to have a price of $1 trillion of Bitcoin because there's only 21 million Bitcoins ever in existence. So when you start there and work your way back to how easy it is just to off these other three markets to flow into Bitcoin, other countries buying Bitcoin, it's very realistic that we have a $1 trillion Bitcoin sometime within the next 20 years. So start accumulating, and there's only 21 million. So there's not enough for every millionaire right now to have one, and every millionaire in the world. So start accumulating your Bitcoin. I know it's not the sexy coin that a lot of people talk about, but this is why it needs to be talked about. Now, if you like this video, like I told you before, make sure you subscribe to it and leave a comment and let me know. If you would like to know where I'm at so you can get all the crypto knowledge that I share, I have a private group on Facebook. My name is Andrew Sales, S-A-Y-L-E-S. I'll leave a link to my profile in the group. Go ahead and add me and shoot me a message, and we'll see if you're a fit for my my Facebook group. On top of that, you guys keep hustling hard. I'll see you at the top. Oh, yeah, the NFT. I almost forgot, guys. I'm sorry. So make sure you add me on Facebook because that's where I'm going to be announcing the NFT giveaway there and Instagram. I'll have a link to my Facebook and my Instagram. I'll do a special video here too. But make sure you add me there. Next week will be the NFT giveaway, and I don't want anybody to miss out on it. And I'll tell you exactly what you got to do to get it. It's just simple. It's going to be like a like and share type stuff. But anyways, you guys keep hustling hard. I'll see you at the top of the charts. Peace out.